Welcome back to the Flash Racing Cup Series Season 3. 2 races to go this season, and with the last 2 races, it's time we head to the capital of American motorsports, Charlotte, North Carolina, for the Marvel 400, the patriotic race in the Flash Racing Cup Series, and the first ever Flash Racing Cup Series race to be filmed on the 4th of July, and it's going to be really exciting to see the 4th of July event, and this is the first time it's ever been done. Flash Racing Cup Series race cars on the racetrack on July 4th. Here for the Flash Racing Cup Series Charlotte Motor Speedway race, the Marvel 400. This is a racetrack that every driver wants to win, and every team and every manufacturer in American motorsports, especially here in the world of stock car racing. This is the capital. A lot of the teams are based here in North Carolina, and this is their backyard, so to speak. This is where they love to go racing, and especially, of course, all the teams that have won Coca-Cola 600s and all the drivers that have won Coca-Cola 600s are going to look forward to getting another sweet Charlotte Motor Speedway SMI trophy in their collection. So without further ado, let's get ready to go down the field and stories of the Flash Racing Cup Series race here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. And our pre-race ceremonies have passed. It was the first 49 seconds of the recording, and it was very wonderful experience for the fans to give props to all the military and everyone in that workforce, in the military that stands up for our country. And because Marvel's the sponsor, a tribute to all the superheroes and any superhero, and in a lot of ways, the military is our superheroes, as well as the superheroes we find in our comic books and on film and TV. So, a tribute to all of them. Anybody that stands up for this country here in America. And, of course, this is a tribute to all of them. And in their honor, we will be running these NASCAR stock cars for the Flash Racing Cup Series at Charlotte for the second to last race, the patriotic race. And, of course, what bigger way to debut the next-gen car than to have it be the pace car here for the Marvel 400. As you can tell, next-gen race car for NASCAR in the Flash Racing Cup Series Season 4. This will be the race car. And, of course, it is pacing the field. Fans get a first look at it from the stands, what it'll be like to see a next-gen race car here in the Flash Racing Cup Series universe. With its single lug, different body, and a whole under chassis of the car, it's going to provide some really exciting racing, unpredictability, never before seen in the Flash Racing Cup Series. So stay tuned for Season 4. And of course, this is our pace car. But for now, we are finishing off the season with the Generation 6. And of course, Kyle Larson is on pole for this event. Kyle Larson is a Coca-Cola 600 winner, so this team is definitely going to know how to win today's race. It is shorter than the Coca-Cola 600, only 400 miles. 2 stages to get this race in. And looks like the 5 car is going to be primed to win it again. And of course, you have Flash Racer still trying to break his winless streak, has several Coca-Cola 600s in his trophy case, looking to get another one here today in the form of a Marvel 400 victory, and finally another victory for the number 94 car. He still only has 1 win this season, despite being the leader of the points. I think it's safe to say that Flash Racer is ready to defend himself to win this championship because he's still in position. He just has to be right place at the right time. And what better place to be than Charlotte Motor Speedway to make it happen for Dunkin' Donuts and Flash Racing Motorsports in Chevrolet. Kyle Busch starting third in the patriotic M&M's car. And, of course, as you go throughout the field, we got higher than usual starters. We got Brad Keselowski and Ryan Blaney starting higher than usual. Harvick is picking up his game. William Byron is up there. And Austin Dillon, the 43, very, very interesting top 10 here in the Flash Racing Cup Series to start this one off. And, of course, when you go to the back of the field, the usual drivers are starting towards the back. And, of course, we have a couple drivers struggling big time on top teams. As you can see, Roush is struggling. Haas is struggling with a car back there. Trackhouse, Childress, Alex Ross, and a bunch of others that are hoping to improve their position as the race begins here in the Flash Racing Cup Series. Jessica Monett having issues all weekend long with that number 96 Camry. And, of course, the Chicken Pit number 7, brand new race car for Spire Motorsports, still have to iron it out a little more to get some speed out of it to possibly get a top 15 finish. So without further ado, let's go down the lineup of drivers for today's Flash Racing Cup Series race at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Alrighty, folks, we are going to go down the field of all the drivers making starts today here in the Flashracing Cup Series. The whole field of 39 of the best stock car racing drivers getting ready to take on this race on the 4th of July for the Flashracing Cup Series. We're going to go down the field to see where your favorite drivers starting in this race. And, of course, championship contenders, new names up front. And it's going to be a really exciting event today here at Charlotte Motor Speedway as we scroll down the field for the Flashracing Cup Series race at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Where is your favorite driver starting? And without further ado, now that we've got the pre-race ceremonies on, the fans have been waiting all night long to get the engines fired to go for another 400-miler at a 1.5-mile racetrack here in the Flashracing Cup Series. What an amazing event. The amazing final Atlanta Motor Speedway event with the old configuration. 400 miles, 2 stages. Guess who won that one? Flash Racer. Look who's starting up front next to the champion, Kyle Larson of the Real Cup Series. Guess who's starting next to him? The defending champion of the Flashracing Cup Series. And guess who won that Atlanta race? You're looking right at him. So without further ado, let's get these cars revved up. Let's start the engines of these race cars to go get ready for the Marvel 400 patriotic event. Hopefully you guys are tuned in, and we will get this race going. So without further ado, let's get the engines fired up here for the Marvel 400 at Charlotte Motor Speedway in Charlotte, North Carolina, America's home for racing. This Flashracing Cup Series race will operate the same as all the other Flashracing Cup Series races with the spinner and box package, one of the greatest Flashracing Cup Series packages to ever have debuted in the series since Season 2, and the greatest for diecast racing of all time. So without further ado, it's time to get these cars cleared from the racetrack. I'm going to give you guys watching at home one final good look at this pace car, the next-gen car, before we get ready to go green. Tune in for Season 4. We are working on bringing in Season 4 for the Flashracing Cup Series to have next-gen cars. As you can tell, it's the pace car for this event, and this is going to be really exciting. A lot of great stories to follow with each and every one of the drivers, and get ready to see it play out here at Charlotte Motor Speedway for the patriotic event here in the Flashracing Cup Series. So without further ado, let's get these cars cleared from the racetrack and get ready to go green at Charlotte Motor Speedway. 2 stages. 2 chances to go get the greatest prize to win in motorsports. So without further ado, let's get the cars off the racetrack and get ready to go green, folks. Flashracing Cup Series here on 9446 Network. Alright, folks, the cars have been cleared from the racetrack so we can do our basic racing rules package as we get ready to go green here for the Charlotte Motor Speedway. And all the fans that are tuning into this event, we want to thank you for making it up to this point. We are close to the end of the season, getting ready for Season 4, and the battle for the championship is going to get greater and greater as the night goes on, and in these last 2 races here at Charlotte Motor Speedway and Godzilla Raceway here in the Flashracing Cup Series. So without further ado, the green flag is in the starter man's hand, and get ready to go patriotic racing here in the Flashracing Cup Series. Green flag is out here at Charlotte Motor Speedway as the sun sets here at the racetrack. Here comes Kyle Larson in the number 5 first place finish Chevrolet for Metro Tech to Hendrick Motorsports. Let's see what he's got. And Kyle Larson is already out front on the back straightaway, and he is by far going to be the fastest. Usually we see these guys string it out a little bit more to turns 3 and 4 with this package, but it looks like Kyle Larson could be conserving that car and saving something to the end. But that number 5 car is surely going to be a fight to be reckoned with all night long. And here comes the defending champion of the Flashracing Cup Series. Let's see what he's got. It's Flash Racer in the Dunkin' Donuts Chevrolet. His final race with Dunkin' Donuts this season. Let's see what he's got. What can he do? Looks like Flash Racer's going to duck below Larson. Larson can't really do much. He gets to the side a little too late. The 94 car is definitely going to get the jump on him right there. Flash Racer is out front for stage 1. Kyle Larson is in second place, and the number 94 Dunkin' Donuts Chevrolet leads here in the Flashracing Cup Series. Here comes Kyle Busch in the number 18 M&M's Toyota Camry for Joe Gibbs. Kyle Busch is going to work his way up to third, get to the back bumper of Larson, not going to make the pass, but he is going to be in third place behind Kyle Larson as the 94 car is starting to pull away. Here comes Brad Keselowski and the Keystone Light Ford Mustang. Their only race with Brad Keselowski this season. And it looks like Keselowski's going to make a pass on Kyle Busch and make his way up to third place right there. So Kyle Busch loses a spot. Kyle Larson still in second. The 94, the leader of this race, is starting to pull away here in stage 1 here in the Flash Racing Cup Series, looking to get a stage win. Here comes Ryan Blaney in the number 12 body armor car. Let's see what he's got. Beautiful paint scheme. Probably the best on the racetrack this weekend for Ford. And here he goes. Ryan Blaney's going to make a pass on his teammate, Brad Keselowski. Going to try to pass Larson. Larson's not going to let him have that spot. Blaney gets shuffled back to third on his journey up to second place, but it looks like the number 5 of Larson is going to be ahead of him right here. Ryan Blaney not going to get that chance, but it looks like the 94 still pulling away. Here comes the number 46 of Philip Torres. High, desperate aspirations for this championship, so let's see what he has for the field. Driving that Nilla. His final race in the Nilla Chevrolet this season. And it looks like he's going to get past Brad Keselowski, showing him how it's done, passing him clean. Very good racing. That's smart racing for the 46 right there, passing a rival clean here in the Flash Racing Cup Series. Here comes William Byron in the number 24 Liberty University Patriotic. Car has been sitting in the Hendrick Motorsports shop all year long, just getting ready for this race. That race car has been ready for a while, and it's showing. Look at this. Ryan Blaney going to lose a spot, and Phil Torres going to lose a spot, and it looks like he's going to give a shot to his teammate to get up to the 94, but it's not going to happen. The number 24 car is up to third place. He just made 4 spots on this restart. Very, very good right there. Very, very good. 4 spots since the restart. Absolutely incredible. Here comes Kevin Harvick in the number 4, trying to win his first race of the Flash Racing Cup Series Season 3 since Season 2. Let's see what he has. And it looks like Kyle Larson's going to lose a spot here. Can't defend it. Harvick was just way too fast. He's going to get to the back bumper of the 94 car, Kevin Harvick is. But it doesn't look like he's going to get that spot right there. The 94 is definitely still going to be ahead. And he's going to fall back a little. The 94 is still building a gap despite that shuffled Kyle Larson getting passed by the 4 of Harvick. Harvick and Ford are trying to get their first win this season. Ford got a couple wins, but not really as much as they wanted. But the speed is showing of that number 4 Haas machine that they want to go get a win. Here comes the driver that has won the last past 2 races. He's going to go try to get another one in his ally Chevy Camaro, stylized after a military plane. That number 48 car is getting ready for it. The defending winner, Season 1 champion, a lot under this guy's belt. And it looks like the number 46 is going to lose a spot to the Season 1 champion, Alex Bowman, your Daytona 500 champion from earlier this year. Here comes Chase Elliott and the A-Shock. His final race with A-Shock this season. Will he try to go get a win? And it looks like he's going to get past the number 2 of Brad Keselowski, but he is running way behind his other 3 Hendrick teammates. Is the 94, or is the number 9 of Chase Elliott going to try to work his way up later in Stage 2? Because if you look at all his teammates, they are outperforming him by a wide margin here in Stage 1. Here comes the number 19 here. The number 19 of Martin Truex Jr. Joe Gibbs Racing Toyota. And it looks like the Toyotas are struggling. You can see Kyle Busch has fallen back since the restart. And, of course, Brad Keselowski also going to lose that spot to Martin Truex Jr. So the Toyotas, are they conserving it? Are they going to wait till the end to go pull something out? Martin Truex Jr. has won this race in Season 1. Will he get one in Season 2 with the speed he's showing? Not quite yet. He'll probably show the speed in Stage 2, but that 19 car has a lot more than what we just saw, I think. And I know that Toyota could have a resurgence if they just take this first stage to start building that team up. Here comes the number 3 of Austin Dillon in his patriotic Chevrolet. Austin Dillon going to try to make a move, living the life in the fast lane, and here he goes. It looks like he is going to live in the life in the fast lane in today's race. As you can see, he is going to get past the number 46 and 48 cars, and the number 3 is working his way up towards the top. One of the greatest races for Richard Childress Racing's number 3 team all season long. Tonight can be an opportunity to get some points for that number 3. Here comes Eric Jones in the number 43 Chevrolet Camaro for Richard Petty Motorsports. See what he's got. That team is planning to have a 2-car team next year. We'll have to see if it happens. And it looks like Eric Jones not going to make a lot of spots. But yeah, Kyle Busch is losing spot after spot here in Stage 1 since the restart. Kyle Busch has been having issues with that race car. Not quite where he wants it. But Eric Jones is going to get the benefit of the doubt from Kyle Busch. Here comes Izzy B. She might be looking for a ride next season. Roush Fenway Racing isn't too sure that she'll be racing for them next year when Brad Keselowski takes the ownership. So let's see what Izzy B has. She's got a lot to prove tonight. A great driver. Can she compete here in the Crown Jewel event here in Charlotte Motor Speedway? And she is showing a lot here in Stage 1. Look at all those cars she's getting by. William Byron is going to lose a spot to a Roush car. And it looks like Izzy B is going to pass William Byron clean. She's going to work her way up to the top 5 here in the Flash Racing Cup on the tail of Kyle Larson. Man, there's a lot of potential for Izzy B tonight. She's going to get plenty of points if she can finish the same in Stage 2. Here comes Eric Almirola in the number 10. Eric Almirola is going to be the next car. And it looks like he is going to get past Brad Keselowski. So now these are the 3 slowest cars. As the run starts slowing down in the middle of this event, Kyle Busch is going to continue to fall back. Here comes Simon Torres, finally cleared to come back to the number 25. Let's see what he's got here in the Flash Racing Motorsports. His final race in the number 25 car at Charlotte Motor Speedway. And it looks like he is going to pass the number 43. But yeah, in that 25 car's final Charlotte Motor Speedway start, he's going to have a slow Stage 1 and has a lot of work to do to catch up to the teammates, especially when one of your teammates is leading this race. He is going to plan to open up his own team next year, so it looks like he's gathering data to get better and better as these races go on. And it looks like he could have an opportunity to have one of the best NASCAR Cup Series race teams in 2022. Here comes Christopher Bell. Let's see what he's got. Christopher Bell is going to probably be the best Toyota here. It looks like Chase Elliott is going to lose a spot to Christopher Bell in the number 20 Toyota Camry. One of the better runs for this 20 car in Stage 1 here. But guess what? For Eric Jones, he's not worried about this at all. He could easily catch up back to the 20 in Stage 2. But in Stage 1, the number 20 is going to make it by the number 9, a Chase Elliott. Here comes Nico Racer. Denny Hamlin is still suspended. He will not be coming back for the rest of the year. So that means Nico Racer has 2 more chances to try to go pull something out. Let's see what he's got. All night long, it's been a struggle for Toyota. And it looks like Nico Racer is also going to get bit by this bug in the Joe Gibbs Racing camp. The Toyotas are not really having that much speed. And Nico Racer, driving Denny Hamlin's car, is also having issues out there. Here comes the number 1 of Kurt Busch in the Advent Health Chevrolet Camaro. Let's see what he's got. Kurt Busch not going to make it very far. He will be racing for the number 45 in Season 4. Here comes Chase Briscoe, bringing back one of Clint Boyer's old paint schemes, one of the Patriotics. And it looks like Chase Briscoe is going to try to bring those fireworks into victory lane as a rookie. He's trying to prove himself. He's another one of those rookies out there that's going to try to go get this one done. Not a lot to prove here in Stage 1. He passed the number 43, but that number 18 Toyota is having issues out there. He's lost a bunch of spots here in Stage 1. He's got a lot to gain in Stage 2 if he wants to go have a chance at least the top 5. A win could be far out of reach. Here comes Joey Logano in the number 22. Penske Racing has not had a great season by any means. Ryan Blaney is the only winner, and the 22 and 2 cars are struggling. As you can see, the 2 of Brad Keselowski lost a bunch of spots, including to the 20. But the number 12 is solidly running in the top 10 for the top 10 contention here in the Flash Racing Cup. One of the better Penske Racing cars. Can this be a chance for Ryan Blaney? Because the teammates are not really having a great race. You see, Logano is running very poorly this season. Here comes Alex Ross and the number 71 car. Alex Ross also had issues with that car in practice, struggling a little more, but in today's race, he's not going to make it very far in Stage 1. But there is a lot to gain for him in Season 4. Here comes Bubba Wallace Bubba Wallace has also been having problems this year. Hopefully he can get some points out of this deal. Bubba Wallace is going to work his way up. Brad Keselowski loses another spot. And the number 23 of Bubba Wallace is going to take away that spot from the 2 car here in Stage 1. So looks like the best Toyota so far is the 2311 Camry of Bubba Wallace and the number 20 of Christopher Bell. Here comes Tyler Reddick and the number 8 Cheddar's Chevrolet. We're going to have to see what he's got here in today's July 4th recorded event. Tyler Reddick has a lot to prove. Looks like Reddick is going to get blocked by Kyle Busch, and it looks like now he's the slowest car on the track, unfortunately. But yeah, Kyle Busch is definitely not going to let anyone pass. He is frustrated with that race car. He's not afraid to show that frustration to other drivers. Reddick wasn't going to make it far to begin with, and Kyle Busch made sure he didn't go further than that with the way that car's running in this race. Here comes Daniel Suarez in the number 99 Trackhouse, still looking for his first Flash Racing Cup Series win. It's not going to happen in Stage 1 so far, but he is going to get past Joey Logano right there for that spot. Here comes Chris Buescher in the number 17. Another Roush car. Can this Roush car put up a good performance? Because, 3 wide again, because Izzy B has a great race car. And speaking of, Chris Buescher is going to work his way up to the top 5. And he's going to join Izzy B and the Chevys and Kevin Harvick in the top 5. Check this out. Chris Buescher, amazing run here in Stage 1. And remember, these two are battling it out for Stage 1 of the last Atlanta race we just had. These two were the best Ford Mustangs in the field. And it looks like they are. Despite Harvick being ahead of them, Roush has 2 cars in the top 5. With one Hendrick and, of course, Flash Racer and Byron trying to catch up to him with Ryan Blaney. But the number 17 car is proving that he is more than his own equipment. Here comes the number 6. Speaking of Roush Fenway, here comes Ryan Newman. Will we have the same type of story with the number 6 car, an SRX winner? And it looks like Philip Torres is going to lose a spot. Little contact right there. Almost takes them both out. And it looks like with that move right there, Ryan Newman's going to make it past both the 46 and the 48 car. As you can see, Ryan Newman with that move is going to get by both of them right there. As you can tell, what a power move by the 6 car. Kind of got tightened up the racetrack. And the 46 and the 48 have been affected. Not too much damage on those cars. But I'm pretty sure their feelings are going to be what's damaged here after that 6 car just did what he just did. But Ryan Newman's racing for an opportunity in Season 4. Will he get it? This race could be a determining factor. Here comes Cole Custer in the number 41, having not a great career so far, but can he make something out of this Charlotte race tonight? Joey Logano is going to lose a spot right there, and Kyle Busch is continuing to have an atrocious night, falling back to another car. Reddick is also kind of slow, but of course that was to the fault of Kyle Busch. Hopefully the 8 car can overcome this in Stage 2. He has a chance. Here comes Ross Chastain in the number 42. He'll be racing for Trackhouse next year, driving the number 1 that Kurt Busch is in this season. So let's see what he's got. Daniel Suarez is going to get passed by his future teammate, Ross Chastain in the number 42. There's a very good chance that when these two become teammates in Season 4, they can learn a lot from each other and make both race cars competitive for Trackhouse Racing. But as you can see, he is the 99 taking notes from that 42 as the 42 makes that pass. Here comes Austin Cindric in the 33, getting some experience for Season 4 as he will be driving the 2 car next season. Austin Cindric will be driving that car, and the 33 could be put to rest if they can't find a driver to fill a 4th seat in that number 33. But it looks like he is going to get past the number 14 right here for that spot, Austin Cindric, looking to compete for Rookie of the Year in the next season. Here comes Matt DiBenedetto in the number 21 Dutch Boy car. Having issues with the car, engine is gone, and he is out of this race. Matt DiBenedetto, the first DNF of the night. Here comes Ryan Preece in the number 37 car. Gonna make a pass on the 41 car of Cole Custer. He's gonna try to force his way in right there. Some pretty abrasive driving from the number 37 right there. Here comes the rest of them. Here comes the 38 Anthony Alfredo. And having another issue right there. That 38 car is out. You can see he had a wiggling problem right there. He's trying to get something with that car, but it wasn't happening. That right rear was not having it. They brought that car in, and they are done for the night. Let's see what teammate Michael McDowell. Let's see what he's got. Michael's going to make a lot of spots here. Bubba Wallace is going to lose a spot to the driver he called a joke in 2020. And it looks like the joke that Bubba Wallace calls has just made the 19 look like a joke right there. As the 34 just get by the number 19 right there. Michael McDowell trying to compete. He's running right behind the battle that was happening with Chase Elliott, Christopher Bell. But Michael McDowell is going to shoehorn his name up into this race. Here comes the number 53, Garrett Smithley. Number 53, Garrett Smithley, looks like he is going to make a spot right there. He's going to get past the 43, Rick Ware Racing. Even Rick Ware Racing is outperforming a Joe Gibbs Toyota. A great night for that 53 car, I am sure of that. Here comes the number 15, J.J. Yaley, with a patriotic design that has ran almost always. Looks like Cole Custer's going to lose a spot to a Rick Ware car, so these guys are trying to get better. That 15 car was one of the better Rick Ware cars, but is tonight going to be that opportunity to at least get a top 15? It could be, but they have a lot of work to do, a lot cut out for them, as you can tell. Look at how much the field has piled on them here in this Marvel 400. Here comes the Chicken Pit Chevrolet of Coy LaJoy. A Circle B diecast livery designed to look like the Chicken Pit car from a movie called Stroker Ace. And here it is. I've always wondered what the Stroker Ace movie was about, but judging by the title, I may not want to know. Here comes PJ McLeod in the alligator car. Let's see what he's got. And it's going to have an issue right here. That 78 car is not going to finish the race. He is out. Had an issue right there. And Jessica Mona is your final car before stage 2. The stage checkered flag comes out for the number 94. Let's see what the 96 has gotten. Jessica Mona right there is going to pass the number 18. And it looks like Kyle A. She just checked up. Jessica just checked up into the Kyle Busch machine. And it looks like that's going to be it, folks. So, of course, you guys know the story. Flash Racer trying to break a winless streak, one of the longest of his Flash Racing Cup career and of his NASCAR career. Here comes the number 94. Coming out of turn 4, the number 94 Flash Racer wins stage 1 here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Kevin Harvick right behind him, as you can tell. This stage is over with. Kyle Larson fell back to 3rd in that stage. Number 17 of Chris Buescher right there as well. William Byron coming out of turn 4, Blaney coming out of turn 4, and the race round is going to end right here, stage 1 here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. And we are going to go down the stage results here for the Flash Racing Cup Series at Charlotte. As you can tell, Flash Racer won that stage. Flash Racer number 94, Dunkin' Donuts Chevrolet. And of course, you guys remember, Izzy B won the first stage of last race with a fast race car, so that's a good flashback for Flash Racer, except now it's him. You see Kevin Harvick, Kyle Larson, Chris Buescher up there. Very great night so far. Izzy B, William Byron, Ryan Blaney. You got the number 3 of Austin Dillon, Ryan Newman. And here's everyone else. And that right there is going to be the stage. The yellow flag is out. The stage flag is out. And Flash Racer, your stage 1 winner. We're going to clear the cars off the racetrack again to get ready for stage 2. We're going to run the same package, of course. Flash Racer, could he be getting his 2nd win of the season and break the longest race winless streak of his career in the Flash Racing Cup Series? We'll have to find out. Stay tuned for stage 2. Alright, folks, now that stage 2 has just ended, we're going to get ready to continue, or stage 1 just ended, going into stage 2. Man, what a long night of commentary here at the Flash Racing Cup Series Charlotte Motor Speedway Marvel 400. A great event so far. This is the 2nd and final stage here, folks. This stage determines the race. This was a day into night event, and we are in the night portion of the event. And of course, the Marvel 400, despite only being 2 stages, still feels like a long race. just like the Coca-Cola 600. Without further ado, we're going to get ready to go back green. We had better get these guys going, folks. The number 94 and 4, Kevin Harvick, 2 rivals starting in the front row. And without further adu, green flag. The stage 2 flag is out. The final stage and the last chance for the number 94 of Flash Racer from the Dunkin' Donuts Chevrolet Camaro. And here he comes, out in front. Flash Racer with the fastest run all night long. A great restart in that chrome Camaro. Here comes the number 4 of Kevin Harvick. Let's see what he's got. Can he put the run that Flash Racer just put on the entire field? Let's see what he's got. Kevin gonna try to pull something out of the hat here. And it looks like he's gonna try to make a move low. Flash blocks. Very clean. Very, very clean. Right there by the number 94. The 4 isn't gonna get that spot. You see Harvick gonna get to the back bumper, make him loose, but it's not gonna end it right there, folks. The number 4 car isn't gonna get into the 94 any more than that. Number 94 still leads. Harvick. If these two are the 2 cars up front at the end of this race, we could have a great finish between the number 4 and number 94. Will it happen? It's not a guarantee. But so far, Harvick, Flash, leading this race here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Flash is going to try to go out and get that second win. And he's in prime position. Here comes Kyle Larson, a driver that can certainly make it happen. Let's see what he's got. He's going to try to get another one. Just a certified championship contender. And it looks like he's fast enough to get by both of them. Flash Racer tries to get to the side of him, take some air away. But it looks like Kyle Larson moving up in front of him. Right there. The number 5 is going to get the lead. And he's going to put almost a